The desire to get rich quickly is a tale as old as time. People have always been captivated by the idea of effortless wealth. This desire often leads individuals down dangerous paths. It can even lead them into the clutches of elaborate scams. One such scam, the Ponzi scheme, is named after Charles Ponzi. Ponzi's scheme, a classic example of financial fraud, preyed on this very human weakness. It promised investors incredible returns in a short amount of time. This scheme, however, was built on a foundation of lies and deceit. It ultimately left countless victims in financial ruin. This essay delves into the life and crimes of Charles Ponzi. We explore his early life, his journey to America, and the creation of his infamous scheme. We examine the scheme's meteoric rise and its inevitable collapse. Finally, we analyze the lasting impact of Ponzi's actions. We also consider the valuable lessons his story offers about financial ethics and the dangers of get-rich-quick schemes. Ponzi's story serves as a cautionary tale. It reminds us that if something seems too good to be true, it probably is. It highlights the importance of due diligence and skepticism, especially when it comes to financial investments. Most importantly, it underscores the human cost of greed and the devastating consequences of financial fraud. Born Carlo Pietro Giovanni Guglielmo. Tebaldo Ponzi in 1882 in Lugo, Italy, Ponzi's early life was far removed from the world of high finance. He came from humble beginnings. His family had limited means. Despite this, Ponzi was ambitious and dreamed of a better life. He yearned for the opportunities and riches he believed awaited him in America. In 1903, at the age of 21, Ponzi set sail for the United States. He carried with him little more than the clothes on his back and a head full of dreams. Little did he know that his pursuit of the American dream would lead him down a path of deceit and destruction. Upon arriving in America, Ponzi's dreams quickly collided with reality. The streets of America were not paved with gold. He found himself struggling to make ends meet. He took on a series of odd jobs. He worked as a dishwasher, a factory worker, and even a fruit picker. Despite his hard work, Ponzi remained determined to find a way to strike it rich. His experiences during these early years exposed him to the harsh realities of poverty and the vast disparities in wealth. These experiences fueled his desire for financial security. They also planted the seeds of his future criminal enterprise. Ponzi's scheme was born out of a seemingly innocuous discovery: international postal reply coupons. These coupons could be purchased in one country and redeemed for postage stamps in another. Ponzi noticed a discrepancy in the exchange rates. He believed he could exploit this difference for profit. He envisioned buying coupons cheaply in one country and selling them for a higher price in another. This arbitrage opportunity, he claimed, would yield enormous profits for investors. There was just one problem. Ponzi's scheme was not a legitimate investment opportunity. It was a cleverly disguised fraud. The supposed arbitrage opportunity was a smokescreen. It was designed to conceal the true nature of his operation. Ponzi was not investing the money entrusted to him by investors. Instead, he was using funds from new investors to pay off earlier investors, creating an illusion of profitability. Section 5. The Ponzi scheme in full swing, a contagious frenzy. Despite its fraudulent foundation, Ponzi's scheme gained traction with astonishing speed. Word of his incredible returns spread like wildfire. People flocked to invest, eager to get in on what appeared to be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Ponzi's charisma and charm only added to his appeal. He became a master at exploiting people's greed and their desire for easy money. The media, captivated by the story, fueled the frenzy. Newspapers ran glowing accounts of Ponzi's success. They portrayed him as a financial wizard who had discovered the secret to effortless wealth. As more people invested, the scheme snowballed. Ponzi's operation, which began as a small-time con, transformed into a massive financial juggernaut. Section 6. The walls close in investigation, arrest, and the scheme's collapse. However, Ponzi's house of cards was built on a foundation of lies. It could not stand forever. As the scheme grew, so did the scrutiny. Financial journalists began to raise questions about the legitimacy of Ponzi's operation. They pointed out the impossibility of generating such consistently high returns. These concerns caught the attention of authorities. Investigators launched a probe into Ponzi's dealings. The investigation revealed the truth behind Ponzi's scheme. It exposed his operation as a massive fraud. The news of the investigation sent shockwaves through the financial world. Panic ensued as investors, realizing they had been duped, rushed to withdraw their money. The scheme collapsed under its own weight. Ponzi was arrested in August 1920. He was charged with multiple counts of mail fraud. Section 7. The aftermath: imprisonment, deportation, and a legacy of infamy. Ponzi's arrest marked the end of his reign as a financial mastermind. It also signaled the beginning of his downfall. He was convicted of mail fraud. He was sentenced to 5 years in federal prison. Following his release, he was convicted again on state charges. He served another 7 years behind bars. After completing his sentences, Ponzi was deported to Italy. He died in poverty in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, in 1949. His name, however, lived on. It became synonymous with financial fraud. His scheme, forever known as the Ponzi scheme, served as a cautionary tale about the dangers of get-rich-quick schemes. Section 8. Lessons learned: Ponzi schemes and the importance of due diligence. The story of Charles Ponzi and his infamous scheme offers valuable lessons about financial ethics and the importance of due diligence. Ponzi's scheme, like all such schemes, relied on deception and the manipulation of human greed. It exploited people's desire for easy money. It ultimately left countless victims in financial ruin. Ponzi's story underscores the critical importance of skepticism and due diligence when it comes to investment opportunities. If an investment promises returns that seem too good to be true, it probably is. Investors should be wary of schemes that offer unusually high or consistent returns. They should thoroughly research any investment opportunity before handing over their hard-earned money.